Hi, this is Amy Bacon with Spirit Pathways, and I'm here with this week's reading. This is for today, Monday, February 9th, through this coming Sunday, February 15th, 2015. So many people have been contacting me for readings because these past 3 weeks have been emotionally difficult. And I believe this is mainly because Mercury has been retrograde. Since Mercury went retrograde on Wednesday, January 21st, and it's going to go direct this week. Also on Wednesday, it's going to be February 11th in 2 days. So when Mercury is retrograde, we tend to get hit with those shadow issues in your life that need to be addressed. So please use this week to go within and assess your needs and desires, and also identify the things that you can clear out of your life that aren't serving you anymore. These can range from the simplest physical object in your room. Maybe you need to cull your shoe collection or clean out your hall closet. So physical objects in your home, all the way up to any people, any events, any circumstances, any situations that are no longer enriching your life. And during this last week of the Mercury retrograde, for your most effective healing and growth during this time, please slow down and pay attention to the details. And also about this going within for your shadow issues, and I know this sounds difficult, but in your inner work, please look for the emotional things that trigger you, those things that you don't want to address, because these are the shadow side issues that need shifting. And your biggest task is to simply name them, simply identify them. This will bring them out of the shadow and into the light for healing and release. By identifying them and naming them, you are doing the majority of the emotional work for their release, just recognizing them. And also use this week to look back and understand the goodness that you've received from any seemingly negative event in your life. And this is not going to be about regret or wishing for a do-over. It's about understanding that nothing is random and that you've always been exactly where you are supposed to be. So please look for the silver linings and honor yourself by knowing that you have made the right decisions, and recognize that you have always been taken care of. Glean these gems from your experiences and the important lessons that they gave you, so that you can move ahead in your life. Don't keep looking backwards. So many people are looking back. They're trying to reclaim a past, circumstance when, that's not where the answers are. That's not where the energy is. You need to pivot, just pivot and look forward. What is it you want to create now? Pull all those beautiful gems out of that and use them to create what's coming next. And they're also telling me to pay attention to your dreams. Your dream time is when you have no resistance, and all the symbolism and ideas that you need to understand can be shown to you. So if you can remember a dream, then it was given to you for a reason. That dream is significant. The ones that we can clearly remember contain all that important symbolism. And please make a note. Make some notes. Write down what you remember and how it made you feel, and list these symbols to understand how they're speaking to you. Dreams also are not literal. Please realize they're not literally what is happening. All that dream situation is symbolic. And those symbols give you the answers that you need to pay attention to in your waking life. to understand, what you need to address, what you need to release. And if you have a dream you just cannot understand and you need help, please contact me. I love doing dream interpretation, and I can help you sort it out. So I've pulled the cards for this week. We're doing, again, the 3 rows, 6 cards, money, success, and well-being. We're using 2 decks. The first is Doreen Virtue's Angel Therapy Oracle cards. And the second one is Doreen Virtue's Healing with the Angels. So let's see what we have pulled and get a complete reading for this week. And this is your money row. I'm going to stack them and talk about each one in detail for you. See the energy of this week. Sure, these are all on the camera. All right. We used this deck, this Angel Therapy, a couple of weeks ago. And it fascinates me because I shuffle and I do a long process of picking the deck and pulling the cards, and we still get a lot of the same cards. So energy that they really want to emphasize that you pay attention to, create what it is in your life. So your life is flowing more easily. And we're going to talk about this specifically. I also love that we're starting out with Twin Flame. These love cards fall in the different rows, but we're starting out with Twin Flame here. And this is on your money row. So please allow these people into your life. Twin flames are a little bit different from soulmates. They are a deeper spiritual soul connection for you. They don't always, soulmates tend to come and bring us lessons. And twin flame is almost, again, that other side of you. They're showing me it's not the negative shadow side, but the beautiful completion soul karmic mate in your life. And this is your money row. So it is allowing those deep connections to energetically open up abundance and prosperity for you. Nature is a card that I feel we pull every week, no matter what deck we're using, in one way or another. So they are so emphasizing for you to get out of your environment, to get out of yourself. If you can spend time in nature, if you live in a place that you can get outside. I know this weekend I was driving and all these people were cross-country skiing, and it looked so wonderful. And I'm like, oh yes, there's ways to get out in nature in the snow, because where I live we're covered in snow. So please connect with nature. They're showing me this is also just get out of yourself, get out of your environment, to open up your perspective, to open up your energy, to allow this twin flame connection for you. And I love it. It's in a spiritually based romantic relationship. This is a person that's going to contribute to your deepest soul enhancement, your deepest soul fulfillment. So it's not only about money. Starting out with twin flame, so wanting us to very much pay attention to this. The second 2 cards for money this week, we have Power Animal and Divine Guidance. And this is a unicorn, I suppose, but it's also a horse. And they're reminding me that last week on the money row, we had Epona, which is the goddess of horses. And this is about freedom and moving forward with strength and stability in your life. And pay attention to any other animals that come for you. Each one of you have different power animals and spirit guide animals around you. So if you dream of an animal this week, or one crosses your path that catches your eye that's a bit unusual, or you have one in your mind, pay attention to the symbolism of that. And there's books to help you. You've got Ted Andrews' Animals Speak. He's got a great big book, and he's also got a little pocket guide if you need more information about, one animal or more animals, or you want to discover what your animal totems are. And allow the symbolism of horse. I'm returning to that because they're pointing out, please pay attention to strength and forward movement and freedom and independence in your emotions around money. This is going to open up money for you. And you're being given divine guidance all the time. This week they're emphasizing that it's coming to you through animal symbolism. Also going back to that nature card. Allow this guidance to help you. Just relax, if you can meditate, pay attention to any symbolism that's coming to you, and allow this guidance. Know that you're not doing things by yourself. You are surrounded by help. And allowing that help to solve any stress or issues that you have. Delegate it to your counsel for release. And that's completely moving on to God box, because this is writing down any worries, anything that is stressing you, any concerns on a piece of paper. Put them in a box. Some people have a little box that they call their God box. And the point of this is removing that from you. You don't have to carry that burden around. This is casting your burdens. It's knowing that by divine order you're taken care of. Those things you don't have to figure out on your own. It's totally pulling from that divine guidance card. Also write down your desires and what you want to create, and also place it into this little container. And this is releasing it for divine help. This is delegating it, both the things you need help with and the things that you would like to create. If you get all tied up in trying to figure out every detail yourself, it kind of shuts down energy. You need to have trust and faith that the universe is taking care of you, that God is taking care of you, and by divine right, you will have complete and total abundance. Your abundance card is sitting on this. So this week it's about allowing a twin flame to help you, allowing an animal to give you a symbol. All of this is releasing. Releasing, and realize that you're surrounded by help and by guidance and support and protection and love, and allowing that help to create abundance in your life, to bring more money in for you. You don't have to solve every problem. Give that energy away. It was also, the Mercury retrograde of introspection of what it is you need to release. So now we're moving on to your success row. And I know we pulled this card before. Have you asked your angels for help with this? And forgiveness, which is also like the nature card. I feel forgiveness comes up for us every week in one way or another, no matter what deck we're using. And this is completely pulling off of the money row and the God box. You are being given guidance all the time. You are surrounded by angels who want to facilitate helping you with all of your dreams. And they, again, don't interfere with your free will, but if you set your intentions and you say your thank you for, and you tell them what it is that you need and desire to create, they will set up the synchronicity. They're going to help you create the life that makes you the happiest. And this is for your success. And you're being reminded about forgiveness again. And forgiveness always starts with yourself. And then you move on to the person or the situation or the circumstance that you also need to forgive that may be shutting down some energy in your life. Forgiveness is difficult for a lot of people because they feel if they forgive someone, then that person gets away with what they did. But the truth is that you are what is the fear and the congestion comes in when we're looking at what's right in front of us, when we're looking at that drama ego thing. People come into each lifetime with a different personality and different roles to play. And we have agreements to learn different lessons. And sometimes those lessons are not so, pleasant. So we tend to, shoot the messenger. We tend to get upset at the person who delivered, these uncomfortable things for us. Where people actually are spirit. We are all spirit having a human experience. And as spirit, you are perfect, whole, and complete. And you are soul. You are eternal soul energy. You're not your personality. You're not, the physical body vehicle that you are in this lifetime. Soul is eternal. So that's what you're forgiving. You're forgiving that personality that made things uncomfortable, and you're acknowledging that everything actually is spirit and soul and for the highest good. Well, it's kind of complex, but just trying to give you an idea of how to start with this. So delegate things, put them in your God box, allow help, realizing that you have complete help with things. You don't always have to figure out things yourself. Setting those intentions and saying your thank yous for how you want things to flow in your life will open up energy and help you have more money and more success. So this again is reminding you that you're surrounded by help. And, to shield yourself, the easiest way is to ask your council of beautiful spirit guides and angels to put a protective shield around you. If you have a stressful job, do it on your, ride into work. Just say, thank you for putting a protective shield around me. And everything, that's harsh or negative just bounces off that shield. And everything that's love penetrates and you benefit from it. This is going to help you feel more freedom. It's going to help you lighten up a little bit to realize again, you have protection. You just need to utilize it. They don't interfere with your free will, but you don't have to be battered by things all day long that are stressful and negative for you. Ask to be shielded in any and every situation that you're about to enter. If you're going to a family event or to a meeting, or, even to the grocery store, if you are very empathic and you're going out into a crowded public space, you pick up all sorts of emotions and things that are going on with other people that don't belong to you. And then you wonder why when you get home you don't feel well. Well, it's because you've picked up energy that's not yours. And just ask to be shielded before you go into the mall or into the grocery store or the movie theater. Ask for them, please, thank you for putting a protective shield around me so I don't pick up anyone else's negative energies. And then you'll feel fine when you get home because you won't be trying to deal with things that don't belong to you. All these things are going to increase your freedom. You're going to feel safer going into any situation, be it a work situation or a public situation. When you know that you're shielded and you're safe, it gives you the freedom to enjoy life more comfortably. This is our last two cards for success, and ear chakras are about listening. This is reminding you that you have asked for help. You've given your cares away. So now pay attention. You're going to be given guidance and given the answers and the help that you need by things that you hear. They're saying, notice messages that appear as sounds, music, and words from both external and within your mind. These messages are the answers to your prayers. When you get an epiphany and you get a complete downloaded thought that's an answer to something for you, pay attention. That's true guidance. It's not random. You're being given that on purpose. And they're, adding another layer to this by reminding you to get quiet. You don't have to do a, deeply complicated meditation practice, but any time during the day that you need to create space, that you need clarity in your life, just take some deep breaths and center yourself. And allow just a little bit of quiet meditation so you can hear your guidance. Just getting quiet. I love these two visual pictures, in her little white dress and her wings. Getting quiet, close your eyes, focus on your breath, allow all your cares to sort of keep floating by, and focus on listening to your guidance. It's there. I guarantee you're getting it. And this is going to help you with your success. It's going to answer the questions and remove the stressors that you don't need anymore. So now we're moving on to well-being. And I know we pulled this indigo card before as well. I would have to look it up. And it's saying, so you are an indigo, the person you're inquiring about is indigo, and indigo is that new age energy. It's that, what I call, the future energy. This is a person who's very sensitive, who has a difficult time fitting into the structure of, how society's working right now. These are children that have a very hard time in traditional school settings. They're very, very intelligent. Indigos are extremely intelligent, but their minds are working in circles. They are getting lots of information at once and they process it differently. So it's very, very difficult for them to function in a linear society that's limited because they can't ramp down to that. So I love it that it's gotten the playfulness card with it. Lighten up. If you are an indigo, this is a gift. It's like being empathic. It's a beautiful gift that you can use to your benefit. It doesn't limit you in any way. It actually makes you much more open and available to understand energy and understand how things really, really work in this illusion. So for your well-being, because we're on the well-being row, allow yourself to identify with the indigo traits that you have because you're living now. This is the age of all of this. And for any children and new energies that have come in around you, maybe for your well-being, you have, gifts to share to make their life easier, to help them fit in with society a little bit better. And I love playfulness. Just lighten up. When I was talking before I did the cards about Mercury retrograde and going in and looking at your shadow side, they were also telling me, also balance this with lightening up. Plan some fun things for yourself, for your well-being. We have workshops and seminars and listening. So listening is going back to that meditation with your ear chakras on your success row. If there is something you want to expand and learn more about in your life, please take a workshop, please take a seminar, please pursue that because it's going to open things up for you. This is excellent guidance for your well-being. And this is also a two-sided card because it's also saying, and they're telling me to tell you, go back to the indigo card as well because you have talents and gifts to share. You have knowledge to help people that needs to get out in the world and be shared. So listen for your guidance. And if you're taking a workshop and a seminar, please listen for the inner gem, the inner, beautiful idea that's going to be given to you to help you increase your well-being for yourself and also increase the well-being of other people. Be open to teaching and learning and listening because you're being given beautiful guidance all around you. I love it. We started with twin flame and we're ending with romance. So they don't forget this week, pay attention to love. And we've got Valentine's Day in the middle of it. Next Saturday is Valentine's Day. So have some fun, do some playfulness, enjoy your Valentine's Day, even if you aren't with anyone. Honor yourself. You have to love yourself first, that beautiful unconditional love for yourself, which is going to bring you closer to your twin flame and closer to the person that's going to make you the happiest. Do something on Valentine's Day that's just fun, just acknowledge it's not supposed to be a Hallmark holiday that's invasive and upsetting. It's just lighten up, enjoy love, honor your friends, honor, all these things of recognizing love in your life brings romance in. And you are surrounded by ascended masters. These powerful, loving, and wise spiritual teachers are watching over you and guiding you. And, along with that God box, however that works for you, allow these ascended masters to help you in your life. And if you're meditating and somebody pops in like Jesus or Kuan Yin or any ascended masters, they're all loving, wonderful, powerful beings to assist you in what you wish to create in this lifetime. Again, you are surrounded by assistance. You are surrounded by help. And take advantage of that. Take advantage of allowing all these energies and all these entities to help you create the life that makes you the happiest. You're not alone in creating any of this. So there we are for this week. I hope you have a wonderful week. Enjoy love. Enjoy your connection. Release anything that you no longer need to hold on to. If you need more answers and specifically personal understanding, please contact me for a reading. My website is spiritpathways.net, and I look forward to helping you create the best life possible and live your highest potential. It's all beautiful abundance. So I will see you next week. Have a great week. Bye-bye.